Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit. I'm your host, Greg Toogood. 2022 is pretty action-packed, and I tried really hard to create some windows so that I can get out and do a little bit of elk, moose, and whitetail hunting myself.
Good shot.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell, built for the pursuit. Ace Outfitting, small town, big adventures. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB Sausage Supply, your one-stop shop. Trail Runners Canine Training Center and Labrador Retriever Dogs and Puppies. North Pro Sports, performance archery and arms. And these fine sponsors.
Tomorrow is opening archery elk season. Trail cameras are telling us that elk have been here between 7:30 and 8:30.
So I was just hopeful that the stars would align and someone would cross my path.
There's fresh elk tracks in the mud. I can see them even in the dark on the way up to the blind. So they're around. Not right here this morning. Tough it out for a little bit more and back to camp, eat some breakfast, have a nap, maybe do a little shooting.
Jacob and I are going to get a little practice in. We're going to start at 10 yards, which seems crazy close right now, and see how far we can get out and keep it accurate. He was shooting 80 yesterday.
Oh, I wonder if you know the target.
I don't think I'll be doing that, but give it a go.
Just gonna aim for his arrow.
Don't you hit my arrow. I'm short of arrows. Don't hit my arrow. I'm short arrow. Seriously. Are you serious? Don't hit my arrow. Well, we're on target at 40. Might have to zero those in a little tighter if we were practicing more.
Dude.
Good groupings at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. All the way up, I missed one arrow, and that was shooter error. I just released when I didn't plan to.
72 yards.
72. Good. Nice.
Oh, baby. There we go.
And we're right on that target at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 yards. There's a very good chance we're going to get our animal.
Look left.
We just heard the cow calling. And we heard her this morning right by the cabin. We're going to keep our distance, but we're going to call a little bit, see if we can get her alive.
Well, it's no secret anymore that I've been trying really hard to get an elk with my bow. Jacob's got 2 already.
I search for her now. Hero. It's different. Good, good. These was are insane. I cut her off. Talk to her, yeah. crazy to walk away from this. We haven't heard the elk talk back for 10 minutes or so. She might get there. She might be going the other direction. I can feel the wind on my shoulders the whole time, which means our wind's blowing right here. I hope the camera is recording that sound. So I made the switch. Got some camel horn. But we're up in the stand, and we're like a spotlight up here. The sun's shining in. We called and got a reply, and it sounds like she's closer, maybe even making her way here. But I need the sun to drop down below the tree line, otherwise I'm gonna pop up for a shot and just be a great big light bulb. I think we're in the right spot.
Okay, we've got Jacob's elk here. This is the Tenderloin. That Tenderloin was as big as a whitetail backstrap. Bacon wrap with JB's blackened steak seasoning, and let's get it on the barbecue. We are almost finished our brand new deck. We ripped out the old one that was rotten, went to Crosby Cedar, got our lumber, and it is coming together beautiful. All right, we spent the weekend up here with the kids, and we're ready to put the finishing touches on the deck. We've let the boards treat in the weather for a week or so here now, which is plenty enough. And one time, to do one time. It's supposed to last 7 years. That's perfect for out here, so we don't have to do it again off the grid. It's time to get out on the range. Thankfully, I had a buddy close by that let me out on his range. My 270 with the Bushnell Forge optics on here should be good to go. Got a Hornady Precision Hunter ammunition. Perfect. The Savage 308, this is Dad's rifle. It's got the brand new, I just put this on, brand new Bushnell Elite 4500. Got our Hornady outfitter ammunition here. Gonna be great for Dad. This is a 308 155 grain. Can't wait to get out in the field, put some animals on the ground. Let's do it. You do have to get drawn for moose in a lot of the zones, but there are some zones where you can get an over-the-counter tag. And I was super excited to get an invite to head into a buddy of mine's tent camp and see if we can track down a moose. Okay, made it into moose camp. And first things first is tent repair. We already got some fixing done, but the bears have torn apart this tent. Much to our disappointment when we showed up, the black bears had visited camp before we got there and did a little bit of work on Kylie's tent. Kylie is not a happy camper.
You know what though? This is where they live. This is their home. Well, yeah, but enough already.
But we will get this fixed up, get camp set up, and get after the moose. All right, this is the first time I've ever been on a bush hunt for moose. Wind isn't helpful this morning. It's pretty windy all night, shaking the tent, and now we're just out for a hike to see what we can stumble across. Had a brand new pair of dry shot boots that I pulled out of the box and put 55 miles on them in just a few days. I walked and walked and walked. It's one of my favorite things, is just to get out and explore. Lots of moose sign. Well, the tail end of their rut, though, October 15th, might have to just kick something up in this heavy wind. Don't know how much I'll be walking around, but we will be. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see something. There's just something about getting into a brand new area where every step is brand new, and everywhere you look, it just feels like you're exploring, and every second is exciting. It just keeps you going. It keeps you wanting to go a little bit further, and that's why we put so many miles on, was You just, what's over the next hill? What's around the next corner? What's over past that swamp? Just super exciting and one of my favorite parts of hunting. Finding all kinds of cool stuff here. Old moose shed. So getting way back into the forest, hanging out, sleeping in the tent, outdoor meals was incredible. Looks like we're really roughing it here.
There's a little bit of onion in there, zucchini. I put the tomatoes in just now for color. Boil it in a little bit of water, and then once it's a little bit browned, I take half of it out and I blend it into a pesto or a paste, like you see this. And then I add the noodles. You can use any noodles you want. A little bit of this water, a thing of cream cheese, and your wife will love you. That's awesome.
Oh, baby. Last night in camp in the bush, going for one last hike. It's been a really nice weekend. We're kind of away from everything here, which is pretty cool. Hopefully tonight I can see a moose. So we were close, but I explored just some absolutely beautiful country. The chance to be out there and hang out in that camp, and hopefully again an opportunity down the road to get out and do it again, because I can't wait to get back in there. About an hour hike back to camp, way back in the forest here. I don't want to leave. Huge thanks to Kylie and Wayne for having me out to their tent camp. We had a great time. It's time to pack up, head back home, and get to work for a few days before we head out on another adventure. So glad I made the trip.
Trail Runner's training tip: how to get your young dog used to live birds. So when we're working with these young dogs, we have to realize they've never seen a live bird before. We've trained them on dummies, and we've trained them on frozen birds and maybe thawed out birds that aren't alive. But suddenly, during a hunt, they're going to encounter that live bird for the first time. So it's our job to coax them along and to let them know it's not so scary, and eventually they'll pick it up.
It's scary a little bit.
Pitch. Here. Here. Pitch. Hold. 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 Yeah. Hold. Yeah. Hold. Hold. Good. Good. Good.
Good. Let her just check it out because it's alive.
Good.
Once your dog overcomes the initial surprise of encountering a live bird, they're going to just love it. They'll dive right in and grab those live or freshly shot birds and be bringing them back to you with lots of joy and enthusiasm. All of the dogs in this video are Trail Runners Labs, and some of them belong to our clients. We've worked with them to train them. Perhaps you're looking for an awesome Labrador Retriever pup, or maybe you want your dog trained. Well, you can always look up Trail Runners. We're happy to help.
So my archery elk season's come and gone empty-handed. Just had a few days to do that. The moose season is only 4 days long, so we were really limited on time. That's it. You have from October 15th to 19th each year to get into the forest and try and get a moose. We came out empty-handed. Kylie mentioned that his daughter had to draw a moose tag. I said, well, I'm going to try and get my kitchen pass from home so I can get out again, and I'm going to video his daughter and his buddy trying to get their moose.
So Haley, what are you thinking you want to shoot? What's your expectations for today? Are you looking for a bull only? Would you settle for a cow? What are you thinking?
Hoping to get a bull this morning, but I mean later in the afternoon if we can't find a big one, then I guess shoot a cow, just get some meat in the freezer.
You can hear that a long way. Carry a long way. Just echoes.
The zone that we went to was incredible. Beautiful terrain. We put on lots of miles on the truck just to explore. We put on lots of miles on our legs to cover some ground. Obviously the moose just loved this zone. But we saw moose every day. of the days that I was out with Kylie and Haley, we spotted a bull moose, but it was on posted land. We were trying really hard to call this moose out and get onto the chunk of land that we were allowed to be on. So we were set up, we were ready to go. The moose just wouldn't commit.
Right there. Here. You want this?
Morning, Haley.
Morning.
Ready?
Sure am.
Have a good nap?
A good nap? Yeah. Good 20-minute nap. Ready to go again?
Your dad was like out of bed, like early, coffee, getting everybody ready to go this morning. He was just full of energy.
Oh yeah, not so much. Don't worry.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
What time's legal shooting time today?
It was just really enjoyable for me to be behind the camera, capturing the father-daughter moment and seeing them try really hard to seal the deal on a bull moose. We tried really hard to get Haley set up on a moose. It didn't happen when I was there. I did have to get home. I had to get back to work. And of course, right after I get back home, I get the phone call from Kylie saying that Haley got her moose.
Give him another one. Give him another one. Oh. Good shot. Girl. How was that?
Awesome.
We worked hard for that, hey?
Oh my god.
Can hear? That was pretty exciting, hey?
I was tired, not no more.
Haley's first bull moose. What'd you think of that, honey?
That's tough.
Pretty exciting, hey?
Very good shooting.
That's fun.
Back at the farm, we got the moose up, and there was a young guy there who was just full of energy, super excited to get in there. He couldn't wait to get a knife to help us out.
Oh, it hurts.
Keep going, keep going. We left this camera here in November. It's still got 2 bars. Same batteries since November with the solar panel. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Trying out something brand new this year. We talked to Dan out of Tween Lakes Feed, and he's got these mini bales of pea straw, bags of peas. We're gonna put a pile out. I know the elk and the deer are gonna destroy it. Okay, it's December 2nd. It is the last day of whitetail deer hunting season in southern Saskatchewan. This is my first day out hunting for myself. I'm by myself, and it's really cold. Well, I've got 2 days left in my 2022 hunting season. I went north for the season. It was a little bit longer. It is minus 22, minus 29 wind chill, minus 39. And the wind's peeling out of the west. And it's frosty. It's on. Sandwiches are frozen. Just gotta warm them up a little bit. Got everything in there. Got alfalfa. Got antler obsession. Got peas. Got a pea bale. They are eating good. Problem is, I'm gonna have to do it again now. I'm gonna crush that quick. Now he's starting to get greedy. You know, this is getting ridiculous. Now they're laying down right in the bait. This is awesome, but not helpful. That's a wrap. 2022 whitetail deer hunting season. Disappointing I didn't get something, but it was a nice couple days. Boy, Mother Nature sure tested me. Knee-deep snow. I don't have the gear to get around on this, so pretty much plugged everything on the sleds, fed the deer back and forth through the snow.
cold times, the cold sits in the stand. My heater stopped working. I just about got the best of me. Only lasted about an hour and just about headed home this morning. I fixed the heater, decided to stay. Now the wind picked up. I got the truck started. I was be smart just to get out of here while there's still some light. As much as I'd like to sit in the stand until last light. It's supposed to drop to minus 38. And with the wind, we're going to be pushing minus 50. So I'm by myself, and it's just time to call it. I don't want to leave, as usual. That was tough. That was hard. It was pretty much survival mode for the time I showed up here for the last couple of days. Enjoyable. Didn't even see a buck. Got to see those 3 bull elk, which was super cool. There's some does and fawns. There's some deer tracks around here. Hopefully going to make it through the winter. It's going to be a tough one for them. We'll try and make it in a few times yet to feed them and help them through. And be bigger next year. That's it.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit. Hope you enjoy the show.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell, built for the pursuit. Ace Outfitting, small town, big adventures. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB's Sausage Supply, your one-stop shop. Trail Runners Canine Training Center and Labrador Retriever Dogs and Puppies. North Pro Sports, Performance Archery and Arms. And these fine sponsors.